Hi everyone and welcome to my new video and a few days in my life while living and working in Germany. In this series I'm sharing my regular days working from home, being in my 30s, being a mom, and how I combine all of this. Every week is really different in terms of my mood and how I feel. Some weeks are more calm and even boring, and in moments like this I try to shake up my routine. And other weeks get really busy and I get really caught up in the house chores, busy work days, and just taking care of my daughter, which is also okay. Once again, welcome and I hope you enjoyed this video. Join a meeting. It's gonna be a busy day today.
Good morning.
Good morning, Amar. How's your water situation? Or what was it this time?
So I put my hand to see if it's wet, and my hand went through.
Oh my god.
Those are at least one. I see HI. Alex. I see. Okay. Next question.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today is actually Thursday, a really random day to start vlogging, but I've been feeling a little bit like weird this week, a little low energy, didn't feel like doing much after work actually, but it's almost Friday, so I'm getting a little bit more excited for life. I had a bit of a calmer week in terms of work this week, but actually today I'm also covering for a teammate that is on the holidays, so it's getting a little bit more busy by the end of the week, but that's okay. This week I haven't been able to like hang out with anyone after work or anything like that, and I feel like when this happens, I get really in my head. Like I just feel like really in my head this week. You know what I mean? Does this happen to you? I mean, I'm working and I have like team calls and stuff like that. But after work, I'm just like feeling like being by myself all the time. I actually feel like my friend's situation in Germany is getting worse and not better as the time is passing, which is kind of ironic. Actually, when we just moved, we didn't have a kid yet when we moved to Germany 3 years ago, and we had friends. We had some groups of friends here and there, and I feel like there was always like, you know, something. But after having a child, we just kind of lost some connections, and it's even more difficult now to meet people. Everyone was telling us how once your kid goes to the kindergarten, you're gonna meet parents there and stuff like that, and that just didn't happen for us. We bring our daughter to the kindergarten, we pick her up, I don't see anyone there like chatting with each other, having a small talk, interacting, really not even Germans with Germans. So yeah, that just didn't happen. We just drop her off, pick her up. We barely talk with anyone, only with teachers, of course. And then the friends that we used to have from before having children, it's just more difficult because our interest changed, and you know, we just lost some connections that we had before, because the things and activities that people without kids do are very, very different from what we can do. Like, and I don't know, sometimes living abroad is just like hard with that. In general, I feel like when you're an adult, it's quite difficult to make friends. But when you combine that with living abroad and living in a small place as well, there is no like international community or anything like that, and then you also have a child, meaning that like the people without kids, they just kind of stop being your friends. Yeah, we just end up like basically hanging out with ourselves as a family most of the time. If you're living in Germany and you live in a smaller place, like not in a big city, not in Berlin or Hamburg or Munich, let me know in the comments how's it going for you with like meeting people, finding friends if you're a foreigner. So in the afternoon, I usually get a cup of tea with something sweet. Can't forget my Russian roots. And what I really appreciate about working from home is that I can just do my chores like this time while waiting for my kettle to boil. I'm just cleaning the kitchen, unloading the dishwasher, and I don't have to spend extra time in the evening to do that. I'm pretty tired at this point. I've been working all day. My head is like exploding a little bit from the screens and everything. But actually I do want to say that I really appreciate, you know, working hours in Germany, and like work-life balance, I think in general is really good. Before I came here, I guess I thought that it's like this overworking culture, that, you know, there is this stereotype that Germans work a lot, and I don't know, maybe it's because they are like very efficient, but they actually don't work long hours. I've never seen anywhere else people like finishing work so early, and you know, shops closing so early and stuff like that. I have to finish my work at 4:30 because that's when the daycare finishes. I just have to do all my work before that, but I actually, you know, I really appreciate it, because in the end you have quite a bit of time, like from finishing work until you go to bed. You have really quite a long evening to yourself. In the evening, I will usually do some stretching or yoga already when my daughter is at home, and this time I started to do some quick back stretches, but I got inspired in the middle of the practice and in the process, and I decided to do the whole yoga flow. And this just shows how sometimes you get motivated after you start something, and you just have to roll out your mat and start moving to get motivated, not the other way around. One of those days I went out for a run again, and in the previous video I shared that I went for a run for the first time in 6 months, and I just felt so amazing. And this time I just didn't feel it at all. I just didn't have any energy. And you know, it just shows that not every time is gonna be amazing, but that's okay. You just have to do your best anyways. I spent way too much time editing this video, so I can't remember at this point what happened that night, but I do remember that the night didn't go well and I did not sleep well. So that morning I really needed to put some extra effort into massaging my face to make myself feel a little bit better. And after that, I actually went upstairs to meditate a little bit, because this is something that my therapist told me I should be doing for just my anxiety and overthinking. I used to meditate really regularly, but I kind of lost the habit of it, so I'm just trying my best to get back to it. I also try to journal sometimes. I used to do morning pages almost every day, but now it's more like a couple of times per week, but it really helps me to clear my head in the morning. Hi everyone, today it's Monday, and as you can see, I'm all cozied up. Mondays are usually quite busy in terms of work, but I usually don't have any calls, so I just really like to be cozy and comfortable, not wear makeup and stuff like that on Mondays. I actually had a really nice weekend, especially yesterday on Sunday. We went to this adventure park, you know, with the ropes and everything, like in the forest. And I have never done it before in my life, and it was so good. I really liked it. But I think the thing that I liked the most was the fact that I was doing something for the first time ever, and I realized I haven't done that in ages. Just something completely new. And yeah, it was so good, and I really enjoyed zip lining. I actually want to try like bigger zip lines, and I just want to like do more of it. I realized that I really enjoyed it. I was suspecting that I would like it, and I wanted to try it for a long time. And so yeah, the one we did was kind of small, so now I want to try like bigger ones. Today it's really cold and rainy, like the weather is just so autumny now, like properly cold, and I just don't want to get out of the house. As I was saying in the previous video, I usually struggle with going to the gym during winter time, because it's just so dark and cold outside. I don't want to get out, so it only works if I find some classes, like some yoga classes really close to my house, and I haven't been able to find anything. So yeah, I'm still looking, and I'm not sure what I will do. For now, I just do my yoga at home in the evenings, and yeah, that's that. I absolutely love autumn. I go out for a walk every day when I pick my daughter, and if the weather is nice and it's kind of sunny, it's even more beautiful, because all the yellow and orange colors are just even more bright. And as I was editing this video, I was just so blown away of how beautiful it all looked from the screen, but I cannot say that I appreciate it enough in my real life, which happens very often to probably most of us, that wherever we are living, we stop seeing the beauty after some time. And I think it's just so important to not forget it and to appreciate whatever it is in the place where you're living. And yeah, for me, it's really useful to look back on these videos as if I'm watching a movie, and then I see just how beautiful the place where I'm living is. Молодец! Yoga! think it's so important for me personally to just not get caught up in the same routine, because this is something that I do a lot, and find some variety in the most simple things, even like cooking something different. It just really helps me to feel like I'm living a more interesting life and I'm not just stuck in the same routine. This time I was cooking a soup that I've never done before, and it was just so nice. I actually realized this time around that I really enjoyed cooking. I guess for a while, as I was busy after having my kid, I didn't really enjoy it because I was too tired, but now I'm coming back to it and I'm discovering new recipes and I really enjoy it. Anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoy it, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.